Meka Marino. His name is Mega Marino.
Bam! Hey guys, Mega Marino here. So the Megaman Maker dev team just posted this, which is a development form. So they want to ask you, the people, their thoughts on how they approach the game moving forward. There is a lot of controversial questions, a lot of necessary questions, some comfy questions, and some scary questions in this survey, which is why it took me like 3 hours to answer them all. So this is just my take, my review, my thoughts, some in depth analysis of all of our answers, and a breakdown on some of the more crazy questions. Mega Man DOS, Stone Man Woman, and Pointin' Hats? Question mark. But yeah, all memes aside, shout outs to the dev team for even making this form. Hopefully, people are respecting it and giving good answers. Enjoy this video, and if you have anything that you want to tell me I'm right or wrong on, just leave a comment. Hi everyone, we have a very special announcement today. We prepared a feedback form concerning the future of the game for you all. Please take a look at it and take your time to answer everything. The deadline is almost a month away at 3. Holy shit. Right? Hello, with this form, we want to gather more general feedback about development and the future of the game. If you have any thoughts at all, we'd greatly appreciate your input. Number 1, for questions that use a number scale from 1 to 7, left is generally no negative and right is 7 yes positive. This form serves us to help us make decisions in future and gauge interest in certain features and ideas. Questions will not be binding. If majority votes yes on a question, it does not necessarily mean it will happen. Some questions are about features and deconfirmed in the past. Wait, some questions are about features we deconfirmed in the past? As said above, these questions serve as just to gauge interest, but they, in all caps italicized, do not guarantee these features will be added in the future. Kappa. You don't have to type an answer to every question. If you don't have an opinion on something, leave it empty. The form results are meant to be private for the dev team. This means that we will not share the results. This is just for us to refer to if needed, and for you to use that chance to offer better feedback for the game. The form is split into multiple sections: update management, interface, game content, public relations, aka PR, and other. Well, yeah, you can send me an email, whatever. Send me porn, I don't care. Don't do it. I'm going to show you how easy this is when you already have your heart set like a purist. What time window do you think we should target for updates? What time window? Every 3 months, every 6 months, every 9 months, 1 year, 1 year or more. Easiest half a year of my life. I don't even have to think twice. Based on your previous answer, do you think main features should be smaller thing like first updates, example weapon capsules, so we can spend more time on assets? Do you think main features should be smaller things like the first update? This is worded weird. Yeah, just talking to the mic.
So, Mac, I don't know if you're listening, but in my opinion, the game is already very fun. It has a lot. Like, it's really hard to meet someone that already know everything there is in the game. Like Marino just learned by today that the fans does blow him up into the spikes all in the entire screen. So,
Bro.
like, my opinion, I would suggest at least 1 or 2 patches in the quality of life stuff to make the game more polished and complete. For example, for me, I don't like the editor. Like, I feel like the editor in game is kind of weird. Like, I don't have a way to mount. It's kind of clunky to do some things. The web mecha login, all the same stuff is kind of weird as well. The this kind of situation, I think it's more interesting
Nice.
in the short term. But content-wise, I think the game is enough.
It sounds like you need to fill this out yourself.
I will.
I think you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Cut the music. It's hard to hear you. All right, you're gonna have to repeat all that. Basically, what Wolfo said was the game's already the nuts. Just focus more on quality of life. He said the editor is clunky because you can't zoom out and it's just clunky. But again, some people are players, some are creators, right? And you're not a creator, you're a player. So you want the quality of life stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure the creators would also like a zoom out or zoom in, but
Multi-button. Binding more than one button.
multi-button stuff. Binding more than one button to shoot, to jump. Yeah, that's more quality of life stuff. You're gonna have to fill this out separate, it seems like. Yeah. I don't like the way this is worded. Based on your previous answer of 6 months, do you think the main feature should be smaller things like the first update? So they're saying instead of overwhelming the shit out of you with 70 new gimmicks, each feature should just focus on one smaller thing, like the weapon capsules. I hard agree with this. I agree with this. If we were to target a short update like 6 months, do you prefer a big feature with fewer assets or a smaller feature with a lot of assets? Would you like us to release small patches, 2 to 3 assets every few months as content drops? These content drops would be on top of the usual big updates. The exact number may change. This is just an example. Yeah, of course. Would you like to have information about the new update directly accessible in-game? Would you like to have information about the new update directly accessible in-game? I mean, why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't you want to? That's like you open up Mega Maker and it's like, hey, now coming A, B, C, and D. You have to remember, people that play this game don't know about WebMecha, don't know about Discord, don't know about community stuff. So you have to think about all those people who only open Mega Man Maker, and that is their source. They see, oh, there's a new update. They had no idea it was coming. They don't check Reddit. They don't check Discord. They don't check fucking anything. So having the game itself directly tell you, hey, new updates, I think is pretty important. You got to think about the less socially aware and involved community members. Would you like to have a link to the wiki directly accessible in the game? Bro, how are you going to say no to that? Bro, listen, I'm a content creator for this game, okay? And I make videos about enemies and weapons and stuff. You know how, man, all right, I'm going to answer this in 2 ways. One, imagine fucking clicking an enemy and you get the Marino video. Like, hey, what does this enemy do? How does this weapon work? How does this boss fight work? You fucking click the wiki, you go to the Marino videos, and you're like, holy shit, I'm just learning stuff. So that's the selfish side. The non-selfish side is, hey, there's still a house of information that I can get through the game. Not having to open a browser, not having to go to Chrome, not having to go to Discord. This, what it does, and it existing, offers more positives than negatives. So all memes aside, obviously I'm not expecting fucking special treatment videos, but just the idea of in the game, which is the game you're playing, you have an opportunity to get more information. This is the easiest yeses of my life. Would you like a button to get the WebMecha page for your level directly in game? WebMecha is what people genuinely call the fan website where you can get a lot of information and a picture of the level, post a comment. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I didn't even have to read the rest of this. I read this and it's an instant yes, okay? This is oh, dude, imagine every week or once a month or once a day you in-game go to WebMecha and you see all the comments on PP's levels. Or all the comments on fucking stinker levels and all, oh my God. This level's unplayable. There's giant dicks everywhere. It's unplayable and there's giant dicks everywhere. Ah. Do you think we do a good job at listening to public feedback? I mean, yeah. You guys have contests and you're constantly asking the community to do polls. So yeah. I would say I'll go 6 because you can do more, but you're kind of already doing as much as you can. So all of my answers are going to be extreme. 2 through 6 doesn't even matter to me. It's either a hard no or a hard yes, and these are hard yeses. Do you think updates include enough content? If you consider the time they took to develop. Oh my god, there's more than enough content. Are you crazy? Do you think the quality of updates after bug fix patch is good enough, or should there be more quality control? This is tough because, in my opinion, you can't have enough bug fixes and quality control. Like, you can settle and say the quality is excellent, but we know it's not. We know there's stuff that breaks and stuff that can get fixed. Did I say it once a week on stream that we don't talk about how good it is? Like, I don't know shit about coding, but for the fact that this game doesn't crash every 3 seconds with all million interactions is super impressive. There's always going to be bugs, and you can always use more quality control. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's not that I even think it could be better because it's not like you guys are dropping the ball. You can't possibly test everything. There's always going to be stuff that sneaks through the cracks. There's always going to be bugs to fix. You're never going to put out a perfect patch where everything is 1,000,000% excellent. There's always going to be room for improvement. Like, I can always just say it always needs more quality control, which is true. But if I click 1, that's making it seem like the quality isn't good, but it is good. But 5, fine, 5, 4. Fuck that question. Okay. How would you rate the diversity of assets? That's a trick question. This is yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. Okay. How would you rate the diversity of assets in the fast few updates? Yeah, diversity is great. They just released for 1.10, they have an enemy showcase, a weapon showcase, a boss showcase, a gimmick showcase, an enemy show like it's very good. What's the maximum time you would expect for a patch cycle? Patch cycle is the time directly after the launch of a big update where we release bug fixes and some small improvements. Time between 1.0 and 9.13 was a patch cycle. Um, I'm gonna go with this because not only I don't want devs to feel like they're pressured because that's how stuff gets half-assed or missed. And if we're going off my first question, which is 6 months, if they release a new update every 6 months, and then half of that time, which is 3 months, gives them to get a full patch cycle, I think it's fine. That's how I'm looking at it. So a full cycle would be a 9 month cycle. So it comes out in 6 months, and this is maximum. Maximum. You never click 1 month. That's foolish. This is maximum. So yeah, you don't want the devs to feel rushed. There's infinite interactions in this game, and stuff's always going to be overlooked or underlooked. So if a patch releases once every half a year, you get the cycle patch every quarter of a year. So this just mathematically makes sense to me. Do you prefer that we focus only on bug fixes when doing patches, or do you like that there's some small surprises and some extra assets before we move to the next update? Keep in mind that this extra content also increases the length of the patch cycle. Yeah, I mean, as long as the bug fixes are getting fixed, any extra assets are just a bonus. Well, hi. Wow. No, no, no. I know. I like where your head's at, though. So Wolfo is saying if you just focused on bugs, which is smart because the entire purpose on bug fixes in the patch is the bug fixes. But if you're also adding extra assets to the patch, that might just come with more bug fixes, which I think he does have a point. Uh,
Part, right? No, it has part, but you got part. Like throwing away like all.
Here's the thing. When people get updates, bug fixes are obviously important, but most people don't just want bug fixes. They want the extra goodie, the cherry on top. And this is and I maybe I'm just what's the word? I'm being spoiled because this is kind of how they always have done it. No, I know, Mecca. I'm swaying towards the middle because Wolfo's has a really good point. Wolfo has a very good point.
I am like working and taking the best. I would never.
No, that the more you talk, the more you're convincing me. The concept of bug fixing is to fix on the main patch. Adding extra stuff is irrelevant to the initial reason to patch.
So I'm sorry, Mac. I'm very
Talk
far.
loud.
Sorry, Mac. I'm very far from the mic. So what I'm saying is like I actually work as a software engineer, as you guys, not in the game, but I know how this kind of works. And the moment that you put more stuff to the game, it means that there's more bugs to fix. So in my opinion, this is a hard disagree. Like for me, it's a one here. Bug fix is bug fix. You're trying to fix the stuff that is already released and out of the public. The moment you try to put more stuff into the patch, it means that you get in a vicious cycle of putting stuff, fixing, putting stuff, fixing, and that to just push forward the next big release of the game, which I think defeats the purpose in the first place.
He's kind of right. Like we all love the cherry on top, but why not just save the cherry on top for the next Sunday when you get chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, peanuts, and the cherry and the brigadeiros? Yeah, that's a really good point. So again, we are spoiled because it's so weird. I don't know how many times I've experienced a patch where they're like, "Hey, here's a couple extra goodies and we also fix bugs." But if we're focused on quality of life and making what we have even better, the focus should be one thing at a time. Here's what we added, here's what we're fixing. That is it. Worry about this, save it for the next update. I think you sold me. I'm sold.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, because it says right here, only yeah. If you're focusing on bug, yeah, this is like we're gonna fix a muffler on the car, but we're also gonna add an antenna and a radio to the car. But what if the antenna and the radio cause more problems? Then you're fucking in a vicious cycle. All right, I like it. I'm sold. When it comes to fixing things in a game, is it more important to fix it to the absolute best of our ability or compromise an implementation so as to be sure not to break existing levels? Before voting, you do have to understand that by not breaking existing levels, we genuinely break consistency as assets behave a little differently in new levels than older ones. This is the hardest question so far. I can see both sides though. I'm pretty sure you just fucking because here's the thing. At the end of the day, if something is fixed, that's exactly what it is. It's fixed. It's working intended. Regardless of what happened in history, it is now working, right? If you invent a pair of shoes that makes your socks dirty, but now you have a pair of shoes that stops your socks from being dirty. It's just a better pair of shoes, and you just throw your old socks away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Cool. How happy are you with the current in-game UI? Does it feel intuitive and work well enough for you? This is probably about the UI playing a level, the pause menu. Uh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's fine. Like I do. It's probably a 4, but this you guys have to understand. Me filling this out, I see this screen and I play in these menus more than anyone in the world. Period. I have fucking 10,000 hours in this game. My entire life is in the menus, looking at the buttons, typing in numbers, digging through the menus.
But it's saying that during playing, like pause, health, weapon.
Oh, in game. So not in game, but in level UI, because
Yeah.
in level UI is different than in game UI.
Looking for it. Worried about why we're playing a level. Pause.
Nah, it can be improved a lot, bro. In my mod, look at this,
Yeah.
bro. Look at this. Wrong button. The UI can be improved by a lot. It's not even fair. Like you press start, I have a mod that retells me the ID and tells me the name of the level. And you can
This level
also
called
put
MMX World 1 _ set 2
keys
_ flame stag by
or-
Orangimio has 45 screens, and the
Fair,
boss
fair.
is
and
Fireman.
there's infinite information you can add to this that would make the game
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Fair.
Easy.
Pause.
How happy are you with the current interface of the build, or does it feel intuitive and work well enough for you? It can be improved, but it's also just fine. Like it's very cut and dry. It's obvious what to do. Something like this can always be improved, in my opinion. Right? Like, can't you always work to make it more obvious or more convenient or more accessible? Like, there's an infinite ceiling to that, I feel like.
I think the problem is that there's two styles. Like gamepad versus keyboard. So we're keyboard mouse.
Do people make levels just on gamepad? Holy shit, imagine making a level with your controller and not a mouse and keyboard? Do people do that? This is an easy 4 for me, because again, it's really good. I'm happy with it, but I also think it can be improved a lot. I don't want to overthink this. I think it's fine how it is. It can always be better, but it is still really good. That's easy for me. Would you like the game's resolution to be increased?
Wait, depends, but it's
Hold on, I'm about to ask that question now. It needs to look and feel like Mega Man. We don't need to be 8K, 16K gaming. Like, the game looks fine. In fact, the more I think about this, the more it's probably a no. Because if you look at games like Mammal that have like 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit backgrounds, bosses, enemies, and weapons, but then you have this 8-bit Mega Man, it's super clashy. What is raising it do? Explain that to me then.
like resolution just you want the game to run like
So you mean like this?
MMX
But instead of
World
just the
1
square,
set 2
it's a rectangle?
flame stag by Orange.
Please stop dying, streamer.
And only the game like health.
So like the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, how there's fancy art on the sides. The game's still always a square.
Yeah, the game's always square, but there's like stuff. I don't know what next.
Yeah, ask.
The resolution is that it right now is a 2x3 I think, 2x3 square.
Yeah, ask him.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's you can do art, you can do options, interface, you can have just screen real estate for convenient and more shit. So imagine they change the resolution and it's like Magmammal. Here, watch. This is really interesting. Okay, this is the new Mega Maker window. Keys, weapons, items, bosses. So you can have all this information, level name, level ID, creator name, create, date, up, down vote. You can have all this shit here present at all times. And then if you're in the editor, you have all of your editor options, save, fucking whatever the options are. It's like I can see how this is. I can see the pros to this. This game, the game obviously always needs to be a square, 100%.
I don't know how hard it is. Like I'm not.
If you had a toggle instead of F1, F2, F3, F4, you hit F5, or kind of like whatever Magmammal does, where you just have different. Is it just resolution options? Like, is that how Magmammal does it? The more I think about it, the more it might work. From playing, I don't think it does too much. But from, like, you know me, dude, I love stats. I love the stats. I love the information.
Think about it. Right now, only the challenge and all the stuff is lots. The only reason why.
I have all the external tools. Yeah.
I just like playing challenge all like
This challenge without web mecha would be significantly hard.
yeah. So having the web is taken from them, but on web. I do agree with that. That much data from web side of the game somehow. But then it's not just through that like all the marketing actually that.
I want to look at something quick. This is really interesting. I'm just trying to think of the downsides. There's so many pros. I'm just trying to think of what the cons are. This has way too much potential to do good and add more than to do bad. Well, I'm not worried about how much work Meka has. He's already working his ass off, okay? And Meka probably has fun with this stuff. So, not to sound like a dick, but the last thing I'm worried about is how much work Meka has to do. I've seen that guy work. He works with speed and efficiency. And stuff like this is probably a nice change of pace for him. Instead of coding enemies or coding weapons, this stuff's probably really fun to work on, if I had to guess. Trying to remember how it worked in this game. So you go to options. Yeah, no, but they have stretch 4x, 3x, 2. I'm just trying to remember In one of the Mammals, they had a bunch of information and orbs and shit on the side of the screen. And I don't remember where that was. This is the border. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this. Yeah. So I can see what Nathnolt's saying, like not while playing, but in the editor. Like when you're making levels, this extra real estate has to help infinitely.
It does. For me, it would be a game changer. I hate them. I would start.
While playing, I can also see, again, dude, I love stats and numbers and information, and this is offering that. I don't think you need health here. Like,
It could be good actually, because then I don't think I can how far up like your city of the tile
that's true.
and how far on the side.
Yeah, because now it's not covering the screen if it's over here. So from a streaming standpoint, oh man, this is tough because when you're streaming, you would just full screen this and throw the camera over it, or you just crop it, kind of like how I have now. But all this information is the same information you see when you press pause. Like you would see the creator name, the creator date, your E tanks, W tanks, M tanks, all the extra. The goodies, all this information's available either on your screen or when you press start. So all this does is just have it available at all times. All right. Fuck. Oh man, why is this so hard? I could see pros and cons. At the end of the day, I think there's more pros than cons, but I don't think it's none of it's necessary. I'm trying to just determine, in best case scenario, all pros included, if it would be more beneficial. This is the hardest one.
I would like
Because let's say they do increase it, you're still going to have options for the OG primitive mode where you just play it like normal, quote unquote, right? So I don't understand this from the creator standpoint, because all I'm thinking about is the stream, the information, and playing levels from a player standpoint. But Nathnote, from a creator standpoint, is saying the resolution would make zoom possible. It would still be limited, but it would help creators more. So at the end, again, everything we just ranted about in the last 10 minutes does more good than bad, or offers more accessibility or options than nothing, right? This is so hard, man. I think I'm just gonna go with yes, assuming you can always keep it in its caveman primitive state and kind of have it how we have it now. But I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about the year 2030 when everything's at 4K and widescreen. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you wanted us to change one interface, what would it be in what order? Builder UI, everything that refers to building. Menu UI, everything that refers to menuing and playing before building. In-game UI, oh, Jesus Christ. You go, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I'm not a builder. This isn't for me. All the creators are going to high priority the fuck out of it. And I agree, because the game's called Mega Man Maker. You know what? Interface and accessibility, this is quality of life stuff. How is that not all high priority? Let's be honest. All right, then I'm doing this. I'm not overthinking this. This was my default. I'm not overthinking this. That was my initial. Would you like the game to have more original assets that are unique to Mega Man Maker? Easiest one of my life. I mean, yeah, I like the exclusive stuff like NATO and Shine and Uber Chain and fucking fancy gimmicks that aren't in the original game, but like this is Mega Man Maker, not fucking Mega Man Maker. You know what I mean? It's Mega Man Maker. Mega Man, our original game. I am. It's a mix of experience, confidence, and trust. Okay? Mecha's mod is the nuts, but people play this game and are attracted to this game because of their comfort and their ability to connect with Mega Man. If people off the streets load up Mega Maker and they see horizontal concrete blocks and just the craziest bogus shit you've never seen, you have nothing to relate it to, it doesn't even feel like Mega Man at that point. You might as well just call the game Blue Man Maker. There's no more Mega Man. You got to focus on the OG, period. Oh, of course. Yeah, no matter what is clicked here, no matter what's decided, you always trust Mecha. Like, that I'm not worried about. I have to... This is Mega Man. Mega Man. The ability... Yeah. Next. How would you prioritize game content? Trying to pick 2 max per priority level. New game mode could be many things and is just a new way to play the game, like when we did Wily challenges. New assets from the original games. New Mega Man Maker original assets. New UI, accessibility features, new game modes. Oh, I don't know, man. Yeah. I mean, it says 2 by column, but there's 5. You like this? Because, I mean, I can sway. I can be black or white here, because what if there's a new game mode that for this challenge is like the giga nuts? Like, you filter out unbeaten levels, but you play them in a Wily setting, or you get points. Like, they can cater this to where it makes my life not just fucking grinding 1.0. It's true. Wily challenge with an unbeaten option is the nuts. Accessibility is a really big deal. It's true. Yeah, that's very true. Wolf was just saying how small the community is now. If the community is 1,000 people and 10 of those people are colorblind, you're going to add all these crazy features just to make a couple people happy, which is nice, of course. Like, who doesn't want more accessibility? But the priority should be the actual content and stuff. So yeah, I like this. For new assets, would you prefer the focus to be on content from 8-bit games? This applies to all assets, enemies, gimmicks, bosses, tiles. Keep in mind that demand assets take longer because of custom graphics and generally more complex behavior. Mega Man Maker original assets typically take even longer because of extra design work. I'm such a purist, bro. 1 by column. Okay, then that. Yeah. What do you think when you think demake? Are those technically demakes?
Yeah.
So like fuse man, bounce man, grenade man. Yeah, we're talking about it. I have a brain fart.
And I agree.
I think this is still right. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get 100 on this test, by the way. Yeah, dude, I fucking love Mega Man 8. I know a lot of people don't like the way Bounce Man and Fuse Man translate and stuff, but Mega Man 1 through 6 is insta most priority. Mega Man 7 through 11, very important still, but not as important as 1 through 6. Yeah, this is... Yeah, this is the nuts. Okay. How would you prioritize asset categories? Oh my god. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bro, we need... See you tomorrow. Bro, we need weapons. We need enemies. We don't need gimmicks. We need... Guys, if there's a single person that doesn't check high priority for bosses, you guys should be playing a different game, okay? Mega Man Maker. Mega Man is all about killing a boss and getting their weapon. That is the whole fucking principal core concept of Mega Man. What does Mega Man do? What is he known for? Killing bosses and getting their weapons to use. He's Mega Man because he uses other powers. How do you get other powers? You kill bosses. You need bosses. People, you'll always have gimmicks, though. There's so many gimmicks in this game already. The fact that it took fucking 8 years to get Gutsman is, I'm just going to say, retarded, okay? It's crazy. There's infinite backgrounds to work with. There's infinite tiles to work with. Decorations are cute. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Weapons, insta-high. Enemies, insta-high. Gimmicks, whatever. No, I know. Gimmicks is reverse gravity and low gravity and fucking... We already have most weapons? Right, Hyper. We don't have all the weapons. No, we don't have all the weapons. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many weapons are missing from Mega Man 11 and Mega Man 8? Guys, and I'm only going to say this one more time. Mega Man is Mega Man because he kills a boss and he gets their weapon. That is what makes Mega Man Mega Man. That's the reason he exists. You kill a boss, you get their weapon. If you don't have the boss, or you can't get their weapon, Mega Man doesn't do anything. He's just a naked-ass boy who has no mission or... Yeah, insta. Gotta have gimmicks, of course. But it doesn't... Yeah. Enemies, weapons, and bosses, so important. We have enough backgrounds and tiles that it's already overwhelming. We have infinite options here. And decorations are fine. Yeah. How important do you think improving the voting dislike system is? We should really improve it. How? It didn't ask me how, or there'd be a comment box, and I would type 7 paragraphs in it. It just says, how important is it? And I think it's pretty important. Do you know how discouraging it is if you spend 7 months in-game time to make a level and everyone shits on it? You're probably going to uninstall the game. I would like there to be a thing when you click on a level like this.
This level called MMX World 1 underscore
somewhere
set
on
2
here
underscore Flame Stag by Orangimio has 45 screens and the boss is Fireman.
let's just be realistic for one moment. Who gives a fuck what time this is made? This information means nothing. Tell me I'm wrong. What? Who the fuck cares if it was made at 1 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10? This is waste of space, okay? That is, no one gives a fuck. I don't care what time your level was made. If it was in the morning, at night, that doesn't matter. This barely matters, but this is still important, okay? No, you don't. And if you are, you're the only person. Oh, I'm only going to play levels that were made before midnight. Like, suck my nuts, okay? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. This is the biggest screen waste of space I've ever seen. So here you put hours to build or something. Yep. And then it's going to say 69.8. I would much rather... Yeah, because imagine now you play this level and it's a complete dog shit level. They must have just left their game on or something. Or imagine it's a masterpiece level and they only took 6 hours to make it. That shows you good creators or comfortable creators. Like, I could make a level that looks like Mecha's, but it will take me 60 hours. Meka makes a level, and you're like, holy shit, Meka made this level in 6 hours? How the fuck did you do that? Say that in the mic.
Repeat everything twice. So I was saying that there is one bad part and one good part of this. The bad part is I don't think the game tracks how many hours creators spend on each level right now. I can be wrong, but I don't think it does. If that's true, that means every level that's in the game already do not have this information. It's very impressive. The good part is though, you can create like a upvote per hour ratio, right? Which means if you get lots of upvotes with not so many hours at the levels, means that your whole profile will become like god level creator because you are able to create stuff that people like without many hours invested.
52 screens.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah, Nathaniel has a great idea. Well, they already confirmed in the new UI, when you load the level, it's going to tell you the assets on the load screen now. So when you press load, it's going to say calculating 160 out of 160 assets.
Yes.
Yeah. I think Wolfo, Nathaniel, myself, I think this makes sense to us. This information, yeah, you got to get that WebMecha info. That's why we use it. WebMecha is so OP because of this stuff. Something like this is way more valuable than somebody making this at 8:23:63. Okay, or like, I can't even understand. I can spend the rest of the stream laughing about this. What is this number? Who the fuck? Why? Why do we have this?
Should show both.
Showing these things here is already too late. You should show these stats on the listing page. You mean right here now? If you have more resolution, yeah, you can get away with adding that here. Why are you saying it's already too late? Oh, because people are going to be scrolling through these looking for their ideal level instead of figuring it out once they get into the level? The only thing I can say, when you load up this level and press start, you don't know the name of it. That's an easy fix. That's what I have the mod for. This number is such a meme. It's wasted information. I'm being realistic and serious, professional. This is such a wasted fucking piece of screen. And it's true.
My moniker
I really like that. Yep. So this is what Wolfo is saying. Something like this. Get rid of this. Plays can be fucking, I don't care. It can be here. It can be in like a gray font. It might look congested, but that's kind of just information, right? So a different color text for plays. Now you have all of this juicy screen real estate. This is important. Look at how much space you have here now. And it doesn't have to say difficulty easy. It can just say easy, right? So you say easy. Build time 11.2 hours. What else is on the web mecha bar? Version 1.6.3. That's always right.
Like information of the live location when it was uploaded below the black line. Information about like live data of play.
Yeah, what Wolfo is saying is information regarding the level that was made or when it was made or how it was made should be next to the actual creator, which this kind of makes more sense to me now. And now, again, you have so much screen real estate here. I mean, granted, this doesn't look the best. You can maybe use 1 pixel size smaller font. Oh, for doing UI changes, make this, make that real big. But yeah, I love where your head's at, Neth. Also, who the hell shares their web? How many people share their shit on Twitter or a direct link? Do people even do that? Do people do this? And why isn't it like, why don't we have a Reddit link or something? I don't know. I can sit here and dream over UI all day. It's so important to the game, especially for me. No one does it? Yeah, that's right. It's more wasted real estate. If you think we should improve the voting system, what kind of improvement do you think we should be implemented? Recommended levels, it would have a little sentence explaining this. Should be really well-made levels. There would be one global recommended list. It's the very same for every player. After playing a level, you encourage the player to leave a vote with the pop-up. You have super votes available after beating or spending enough time in a level. Adding an indifferent vote, adding a recommend button, and a new list of recommended levels.
Like super dumb. It's so good that everyone should play it.
Isn't a super vote like a recommended button? So let's say I play a Zoda level and I respect the creator and I love this fucking level and I would add it to my favorite levels of all time, but I don't want to recommend it to anyone in the game. What would that be? That would be a super vote versus a recommend, because I don't recommend his level to anyone, but I would want to give it a vote, but not inflict other people's stats. Oh, so Meka's saying it's weighted. If you beat the level or you play it long enough, you do a super vote, which would have more weight. So a level with 99 votes isn't as good as a level with 50 super votes. 50 super votes is like, holy fuck, this level's the nut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree. Recommended also.
I do a little bit of everything, Shadow. I have guests on stream where I play all of their levels. I play newest viewer levels. I play all the levels in the game, oldest to newest. I hit the random button. I try to do it different ways. Listen, you're not going to like this, but I think improving the voting system is important, but I don't know how. Anything I fill here, I'm not confident in because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe super votes are the nuts, though. So it's like, is a recommended list like a favorites list? But not for me. It's just for other people. If we do a recommend button, do you think we should quality check the recommended level in some way? Holy shit, that's so much work. The recommended button would be a button next to the dislike on the level card for a player to say, I recommend this level. It would be a distinct list from liked levels. Automatic means everyone can add recommended level. Manual means the team needs to validate if it's good enough. That sounds like so much work. But yeah, I play level packs a lot as well. Recommended? I mean, if that's kind of true. If you're super voting something or you spent a lot of time in a level, the chance that you want to recommend that by default is pretty high. Except for Zoda, yeah. Oh, you should not have a manual verification team. No, I hate that idea. You guys have enough work on the way it is. We don't even have fucking people to delete the levels behind that Marino guy who reports 20 a day. Okay, so if you guys don't have enough people to nuke levels, you're not going to have a team. I'm exhausted just reading this, okay? I'm not even on the dev team. This sounds like a nightmare. I love where your head's at, but like, this is way too much responsibility. No. Everything automatic. If you're in favor of manual verification for a recommended level list, would you be interested in quality checking these levels yourself? This question is mainly to see how people would be able to help us if it were to happen. Please don't answer yes without properly. Yeah, no. That's oof. Do you think we should move from dislike into a grading system? For example, number between 1 and 7. 1 is like, never play this, and 7 is, you must play it. You're not supposed to answer. Well, it says no. It says, if you're in favor. Yeah, I'm not in favor. True, okay. But if I was in favor. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not in favor, and I'm also not interested. Okay. Thank you, Meka. I would love to think that maybe there's people that are. People that don't want to play this game every day. People that don't create levels every day. Just some Joe Schmo who loves Mega Man Maker, wants to help the community, and all they care about is waking up in the morning and delegating their time to keeping the game nice and healthy recommended. Those people don't exist, okay? And trying to find those people, they're going to get exhausted in 10 minutes. Ugh. Okay. You think we should move from liking this? Oh my god, I don't know. Grading system, it probably also sounds. Chambi exists? Bro. Chambi's already exhausted, okay? Please.
Like, but isn't like the way that thumbs up already kind of graded?
Let me just say it this way. if you look, yeah, exactly. If you look at this, the difference between a 2 and a 3 is unnoticeable. The difference between a 5 and a 6 is unnoticeable. So you have 1, 4, and 7. You'll never be able to distinguish a 2 or 3 or a 5 or 6. These are all the same. Okay? Same said for 3 and a 4 or a 4 and a 5. I think there's too many options here. So when I was judging the contest levels, in fact, I think I can show this off now since the contest has concluded. So I was a judge and am a judge for the official Mega Man Maker contest thing. And I'm going to show you what I did. A slider. Well, right. There's still so many options there. What do you mean? Right. So if there's a slider, wouldn't it still be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? So you would slide to a 3 or a 4, which is like the same thing. Yeah. So hold on. Here's all I'm gonna say to this. Okay. I'm allowed to show these now, I think. So this is the judges spreadsheet where we were asked to judge our levels, okay? When I judged levels, I did all of my judging with even numbers. I did not use any odd numbers when I judged. We had to rate a 1 through 10, which is fucking absurd, okay? Anything that's a 3 can be a 2. Anything that's a 3 should be a 2 or a 4. If anything that you have a 3, it could lean a 2 or a 4. Anything that's a 6 could be a 5 or 7, or you see what I'm saying? Anything that's a 5 or 7. I mean, I can show it now because this is public anyway, I'm pretty sure. So when I did these judges, I stayed away from even numbers. So instead of a 1 through 10, it was like a pseudo 1 through 5. A 2, a 4, a 6, an 8, or a 10. So anything that you say is a 7 should be a 6 or an 8. It's easier to judge, and it's more cut and dry. No, it was 1 through 10. What Meka's saying is this would be a 7.
No. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. My judge system was a 1 through 5.
It's a really bad.
Right, exactly. So very bad, bad, neutral, good, very good. Those are the 5. 7 is crazy. Right, but do you even... Bro, I have 81,000 levels of experience, and I couldn't tell you the difference between a 2 and a 3 level or a 5 and a 6 level. Think about it. Like, no one... You could scratch your ass for an hour. What's the difference between a 3 or 4 level and a 4 or 5? Like, that's crazy to me. I think if this was a 1 and 7, I would like it. 7 is so nuts. It's like, hey, eat this ice cream, and on a scale from 1 to 20, how do you like the ice cream? Is it a 13 or 14? Yeah. I think there's too much variance. I'm not answering that one. What do you think about implementing another playable character? 4 is indifferent. 1 is the worst shit of your life. So you could just decide between 2 and 3. Well, why have to decide between 2 and 3? That's my whole point. Why worry about a 2 or 3 or 6 or 7 when you can just lean more towards one way or the other? You have to understand, freedom, too much freedom is bad. At the end of the day, too much freedom is bad. If you want cold hard stats and someone's recommending me a level, if 20 people pick a number 7 is way too crazy. 7 is crazy. One through 4 is ideal. 1 through 5 I can settle with. Anything higher than 5, don't waste my time. That's great. I'm not answering that. But it could be 1 through 5. Do you think we should move from the like dislike to a grading system? So yes, grading system, but no, not 1 through 7. No, I see, Meka. I see. That's why I'm going yes for grading simple. I see. Listen, that's just me, Luigi. Not everyone that plays this game is me. If I had to put all these levels in a vacuum, I could rate them fucking 1 through 20, and I can show you a level 14 versus a level 12. But there's no way anyone's gonna do that or know how to do that. I barely would know how to do that. It's way too much effort for an arbitrary number. 7 is fucking mental. Next time you guys eat a pizza, in my Discord, on a scale from 1 through 20, scale from 1 through 20, tell me how good that pizza is. If you say like 13 or 7, you're getting banned. Okay? 34? Pizza is always 34. I also, you know what? I like what Mac is saying. I think numbers are terrible for this. I think A, B, C, and D would be the nuts. I don't even think you would need pluses or minuses. I do think like a number 1 through 4, A, B, C, D is fucking sick. It's an A plus level, or it's a yeah, A cup, B cup, C cup. D levels you run away from.
Actually, yeah.
It's like a scoring system. You get an A. Yes, sure. Okay, I'm actually really happy with that. I'm actually really happy with that. I think Mac nailed it. D levels, you don't waste your time. They're the dumpster levels. C, there might be playable, but you got a C to find out. B, this is barely worth talking about since it's right in the middle. A is astounding, and S is stone cold nuts. You always play S tier. So this is the same as a 1 through 5, but I think numbers, there's already enough numbers in this game. Sure. Yeah, you can do S, A, B, C, F. F is the complete trash, yeah. I really like this, actually. I think Mac nailed it, dude. I can't type F. No, dude, I think this is it. This is the nuts. The more I think about this, the more I love it. Man, I'm getting excited now. I hated this question at first. The more I think about it, there's enough numbers in this game. Look at this. What are all these numbers? The ID is a number, the date's a number, the playtime is a number, how many plays is a number, the difficulty is a number, how many screens there are, the upvote, downvotes, how many numbers are numbers or numbers or numbers or numbers. Having a letter. Everyone went to school, okay? People go to school. When they get an A on their report card, they're fucking stoked, man. You got an A. Your teacher gave you an A. You're proud of this. As a creator, if people rate my level an A, dude, I'm excited. But yeah, not everyone goes to school, true, but still. This means more than numbers, I think. Bro, someone gives you an S on your level. Isn't that better than getting a 1? Don't you just feel better getting an S? S tier level instead of a 1? Yeah. Grading system. 4 or 5 letters. Numbers. There's enough numbers. Okay. I hate this question. I've been dodging it for 10 minutes and it's still on my computer screen. I don't even want to think about it. It can be it can be Duo, it could be Wily, it could be Light, it could be Tango the cat, it could be Eddie, it could be Beat, it could be fucking, I almost said Wally Pompous. That's not her name. what's the fucking Weaseletta? It could be Dark Roll. It could be Zero. It could be Mega Man X or Bad Box Art Mega Man. It all does sound terrible, right? Yeah, no. I think we're okay. I love the idea that we have 4 characters. Roll is unique. Proto Man's unique. Base is unique. Mega Man's unique. Before you know it, this game is not going to be Mega Man anymore. I don't want to play as Zero. I don't want to play as Duo. I love Duo, but I just think it does more harm than good. That's exactly right. I am a purist. Playing as Bad Box Art Mega Man would be cute. Playing as Ryu. Play as Ryu and you get a one-shot Hadouken. Yeah, no. Nope. Next, easy one for me. When it comes to... That's why you have weapons, bro. You don't need characters. The whole fucking concept of Mega Man is to use a weapon and become something new and cool. You get Tengu Blade, you turn Mega Man into base with your dash jump. Yo, Eddie? Play as Eddie? You play as Eddie, though? Wait, here's the thing. We don't even have regular-ass Eddie in Mega Man Maker. If we got an Eddie playable character before normal-ass Eddie, you uninstall. You actually uninstall. All right. Yeah, no. We gotta remember where we came from, okay? When it comes to future updates and their content, which classic stuff would you like to see implemented? Please select... Oh my god, why is this on my screen? You gotta be a fucking shitter. Why do you have this? Oh my god. Well, Meka, yeah, I feel Meka. I keep having to say this, but at some point I have to remind you, no one plays this game as much as I do. This is my job. This is my lifestyle, okay? I play this hours and hours a day, every day, an unhealthy amount of time spent in this game, and I don't want another character. We don't need it. We need weapons that make you feel like other characters, okay? So it is super easy. The fact that I'm not done with this form already is fucking bonkers. I should look at this and just bam, bam, bam. I already know. With the heart, no thinking, because we already think about it every day. We talk about it every day. We live this every day. Do you know how long we've been, Chambi and Meka and Nathnal and all of us have been talking about this whole form? For years, we've been talking about this. And now it's finally on my desk. I'm surprised I'm still even working on it. That's how biased and one-sided black and white I am. This should be done already. Anyway, what stuff would you like to see implemented? Oh my god. Bro. Hyper, name 3 things from Mega Man Soccer. Nathnal, name 3 things from Mega Man DOS. Go ahead, I'm listening. Everyone's going to pick DOS. You understand what's going to happen? Everyone is picking this. JDE already picked it.
That's a way to like bring the DOS like actually.
Everyone's picking this. Every single person that fucking is filling this out, everyone is picking this. Yeah, that's... If I was going to pick anything, it would be this. But no. Guys, holy shit. Meka, we're going to get DOS content because you're going to get these forms filled back. If there's 20 questions on here, 19 out of 20 of them are going to be, 1 through 7. All 20 out of 20 people are picking DOS. Everyone's clicking this box. And I hate it. I know you would. Everyone's picking it. You think I just say this for...
You can remake DOS stage like actually good without the rest of it.
Guys.
I know it looks like that.
If you want Mega Man DOS, go fucking play Mega Man DOS. Keep it out of my Mega Maker.
Hi,
Are you mental? What is this gonna do? I want a frog bot in my Mega Man. let's increase the resolution. Let's increase the Mega Man Maker resolution and also add DOS stuff. What are you even saying? That's so fucking funny to me, dude. Would you like the resolution increased? Would you like to add whatever the fuck this is? We're getting DOS stuff. I already know it's gonna happen. There's too many people that meme it up and want this shit and have been talking about it forever. I think it's a mistake, but what do I know? Dude, people are already making DOS remakes. You've seen this game though, right?
No, I'm
Okay, I will say because of Mammal, Make a Good Mega Man level series, I love Vaultman because that game forced me to like Vaultman because he's in it way too much. So I do really like Vaultman. Do I want him in my Mega Maker? Right, but what about this game do you want in Mega Maker? Do you want a playable character, Mega Man DOS Man, who is thick and janky?
Yes,
Boss and tiles. Do you want this tile? Pretty good tile! Are you playing on Atari, dude? Yeah, Mecha, let's just increase the resolution 4K and add Atari tiles. Those go hand in hand. No, it's true. The spiders know what they're doing. It's true. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I get it.
You got like 10 points, right?
Okay,
it's kind of the same.
It's true. It's true. There's two sides to that coin. I personally hate the Game Boy enemies, but they translated really fucking well in Mega Man Maker. They look very good. Left one ways. Magnetic coils are from DOS. Bro, some random stranger created magnetic coils by accident, okay? And it was like the best accident ever. Maybe I do want Vaultman. Guys, I am not a DOS lover. Here you go. Here we go. See these lamps? You want new Mega Man Maker decoration DOS lamps?
Yeah. You can add light and shine dark.
No, it is a good decoration. Listen, I'm speaking out loud. It's true. It is a good decoration, but it is a good decoration. Here you go. Computer. Okay. Decorations sprited in a modern setting. I won't. Yo, the barbed wire fence though. You don't make prison levels.
Let's go.
All right. All right. All right.
And decoration, yes.
Decorations are good. I think that's where you draw the line. I don't think we need enemies from DOS.
Yo, enemies the boss though.
Vaultman is. Oh my god. The more I talk about this, the more I like it, and I hate that. Yo, toxic barrels though.
Game has low. That's true.
Game has slow. That is true. Yeah. So then you add DOS slopes, and then everyone makes Mega Man X remakes, because that's what we would need, right? Oh, Jesus. All right. We're done here. Everyone's picking this. Everyone's picking this.
Wait, there's a Mega Man in phase 2?
Yeah, GBA.
Never
Battle and
s-
Chase. Did you ever see Battle and Chase? It's very good.
I never played.
It's very good. I think if I were to pick anything, it would be Power Battle and Power Fighter, since I fucking love those games. I can't think of what or how it would be implemented. Backgrounds or tiles, maybe? Oh my god. Get equipped with Rush Car! Fucking roll around in your Rush Car in 2027. I don't either. It would just be backgrounds, tiles. Maybe you get fancy enough to add yeah, like Meka said, Rush Bike or the race car. The beat car? Oh my god, Roll gets her beat car variant? That's kind of cute! Listen, you're talking to a pretty decent Mega Man fan. Like, you can add all these and it's fine. I just don't think that's where the priority should be. You're asking me to add Mega Man DOS stuff before we have fucking Snake Man and Airman? Yeah, Gutsman's coming, but the fact that I'm even looking at these words and we're missing fucking the big eyes from Mega Man 4 and every fucking mini boss in the classic series, and you want to talk about Mega Man Soccer and we don't even have fucking Airman? Are you mental? We're done here. Do you think we should add... It's like building a house, right? When you build a house, this is exactly what's happening. When you build... What's the most important part of a house when you build it? Mega Man DOS? All right. No, seriously. You build a house, and what do you need? You need walls, right? Because it's a house. Do you need a roof on your house? Probably, right? Because if not, it rains, and it rains in your house, and it ruins your house. So a roof is very important to a house, right? And how about it? How do you get in and out of your house without a door? Doors are really important. Okay. Yep. So this is a 3D house. Okay. So this is a house. For a house to be a house, it needs a roof, floors, walls, and an entry point. Or an exit, okay? So, this is my house. Mega Man DOS is adding a wall clock decoration when we don't even have windows or a patio or a lamp or a light or a fan in our house. Do you know how important lights are in your house? I couldn't be streaming right now without electricity. Okay. Cute house. Glad you're not an architect. Listen. Focus on priorities, okay? We don't need Mega Man DOS. We're still missing Airman and Snake Man and mini bosses. We're done here. Do you think we should add fan game content? No. Do you think we should add Mega Man? No. I'm not even reading this. I see the word Mega Man X. How could it be a yes? If we add Mega Man X, no. No. Wrong scene? Guys. It's asking Mega Man X, okay? All I read was, should we add Mega Man X gameplay? It's an insta-no. Shouldn't be considered ever. The game's not fucking called Mega Man X Maker. It's just Mega Man. Okay? If we added Mega Man X content, should we wait until all content from classic games are added? This is never happening. This is never happening. Oh, that is a 7. Yeah, I probably should read. Sorry. Guys, can we just take a moment and appreciate this line? Should we wait until all content from classic games is added? Press 1 in chat if you think you're going to be alive to play Mega Man Maker with all content from classic games. Guys, it's never happening. It's never, ever happening. it's, it's not happening. All right, let me make sure I didn't write any wrong answers. No fan game stuff. You think we should add X gameplay? No. If you added it, should we wait until... This is my favorite line in the whole form. I'm just gonna leave this here. What's today's date? 5/25/25. Okay.
What a dick! What a dick!
This is blowing my mind. Either you want all or you agree it should be near finish for it. So you're saying I shouldn't click it then? I think no matter what you think about doing, you need to finish classic content first. How do I... Can I ban this guy? He's being a fucking jabroni. Let me... Yeah, hold on. Let me nuke this guy. That's okay. I already gave him a warning earlier. He apparently thought I changed my mind last time he was here. So we're going to click this button, put in timeout for 30 minutes. No, 24 hours. Get wrecked. Okay. Okay. This could say if we added Hello Kitty gameplay or if we add Marino as a boss and playable character. It doesn't matter what it says here. You finish Mega Man Classic first. You think we should add content from other sub-series? Would you like to be able to add a description to your level? Ooh! Oh man, this is scary. Imagine Nathnolt's description. It would be like a bunch of dicks and curse words and ASCII art where people make some fancy big penis ASCII art. Because you know that's what people are going to do, right? People are going to abuse the shit out of this. Here's my 255. Here's my review of my level. Is that a penis? Like this? This is what people are going to do, right? By my level. This is the description of my level. It's a big cock and balls with semen everywhere. I think I like the idea. It's too easily abused, right? Would you like to be able to add a description to your level? I mean, I think it does more harm than good. You could ruin the level before people even play it. You could have the Mona Lisa level and talk about tacos and kittens, and they'll have no idea it's a Mona Lisa level because they think it's tacos and kittens. If people like did this seriously, I think it would be okay, but it's still not mandatory. It's the same thing as watching a movie, right? Or listening to a song. When you listen to the song to see if you like it, you don't need someone to describe the song to you. Don't you want to listen to the song to see if you like it? They already... Yeah, I also agree with that. I think they talked about tags and have been and are working on a tag system. At least the Web Meka was working on a tag system. I think that does wonders. Comments are different than descriptions to a level. Everyone is going to make a trolly, baity thing. Yeah, tag system is different. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. 1 in 10 levels are going to be someone serious. Like, hey guys, I'm making a level pack. This is my water level. Towards the end of the level, it could be a little hard, so maybe it's not good for new players. 9 out of 10 are going to be like, hold left, jump in third teleporter, find 7 keys, and they're just going to fucking troll you with before you even get in the level. For plushies, should enemy plushies have special interactions or just boss plushies? I think plushies exist because they are unique and have special interactions. However, I don't think we need plushies for fucking every enemy and every boss. Like, we already have. If we had, we don't even have all the bosses in the game. We have some plushies for bosses we don't even have. We're getting Airman plushie before Airman, and Airman plushie is going to be fucking bonkers. I do agree that most, if not all, plushies should be different from one another to make them unique and stand out more. I don't think we need crazy enemy plushies. Probably true, Luigi, yeah. Like, plushies exist because they serve a unique purpose. They do something unique. That's the whole reason they exist, is because it's a special interaction. Quickman stops laser beams. Airman lets you go to Timbuktu. Electman's going to turn lights on for you. If all enemies in Mega Man Maker have special interactions, it's going to turn the game into a fucking shit show. Imagine a shield attacker plushie. I don't even want to think. No, we're done here. Now that we have layers, what do you think of secondary key attach objects that we could place over my brain just turned inside out. I don't even want to read this, but I'm going to listen to it because this fucking hurts my head. Oh, Jesus.
Now that we have layers, what do you think of a secondary key attach object that we could place above an enemy so it can drop a key? Would obviously drop the key only once and you'd need to actually kill it directly or in a pit or something, no simple despawn.
That just sounds like a puzzle. Making enemies drop keys? Nathnal is over there. Do you know what he's thinking already?
Yeah. I like the idea, but I don't like that.
I agree. That's a very slippery slope. Guys, I'm only going to say this one more time. Too much freedom is bad. If you kill a Met and it drops 1 blue key, 1 red key, dive missile, 6 health, and a can of tuna, it's fucking nuts. And not... No. I think it's cute that, you know... I think there should be an enemy, maybe like point 10, or a key enemy, like a unique enemy that might drop a key. But I don't think you can just click on an enemy and let them drop a key. I think that's a little too much. If so... Oh, man. See, this makes more sense to me, but I said no. But I do agree. It makes more sense to put it on a mini-boss, but then people are going to overspam mini-bosses. We don't even have enough mini-bosses. I don't want to see hot doggers in levels just because they're one of the only bosses in the game and they happen to drop keys. Mecca, I am getting the point of the grade system.
1,000 piece just
But
Subarinos for 1 month Arinos.
Luigi, thank you very much. To me, this is more of a black or white. It's a yes or a no at the end of the day. It's black or it's white. Do you know what's in between a yes or no? It's a maybe, probably, could be, should be. You know, this is so much variance. No, I know, Mecca. That's why I'm going to. But I also don't think mid bosses should drop keys, so it's a 1. What about the same thing, but for classic pickups? To force an enemy to drop a small health? I'm sorry. I have to think about my, I have to think about the future of my sanity. Yeah. You guys have to remember who's filling this out, okay? I'm trying to beat every level in the game. There's already enough crazy, puzzly, scary, do this, then go here for this reason levels. Oof, dude. Oh, yo, it's Alfredo. Alfredo, thank you for the gift Submarino to the one and only Luigi piece. Oh, yep. Like, I think it's cute. It gives so much variety and infinite ways to make levels and build around levels and have all these fancy, unique, cute interactions and Metroidvania support and all that. I don't think it should be a focus right now. How much are you for dex boxes? If we have a reasonable way to moderate it and include an automatic word filter, it could potentially be locked behind some prerequisites for the account to be able to upload a level to the server with text boxes. Oh, brother. Why? Oh. This is for in the level. So you load up a Zoda level, and there's a text box that says, this isn't for everyone. Consider trying it once and then leaving. Or it's a Nathnote level. Bro, imagine a Nathnote level. You always put a 1 here. But yeah, if Nathnote... Bro, a Nathnote level with text boxes?
Yeah. Like, text box has the same size as the lab. I already got all the and this and allow
This is so scary. Bro.
I know it's scary, yeah.
Do me a favor. Name an instance, Mega Man 1 through 11, that has text box. And don't say Mega Man 7, because that doesn't. Okay, let's not forget where we came from. People are going to do nothing but abuse this and troll and be memey and just fuck with the play. It's going to do more harm than good. I'm already shitting my pants. I'm thinking about a Nathnote level. Boss intros? Yeah, that would be great. What's gonna happen when 9 out of 10 boss intros are giant dicks? You're acting like it's not gonna happen. I love, guys, listen. Text boxes would be amazing if it wasn't overshadowed by all the people who are going to abuse it. More people will be abusing texts than using them normally. Period. This is so hard because if it's used right, it's an easy 7. Assuming you can, guys. There's always loopholes. I do not want to play a Nathnote level where this is the level. Oh my god, I'm already shitting my pants. Yes, this is Nathnote level. Okay. And it's not even just him. It's gonna be other people. Okay.
Little underscore Mac underscore 12,127 piece just Subarinos for 1 month Arinos.
Yo, Little Mac. Thank you, dude. Okay, so imagine you play a level. On screen 1, it's A17. Screen 2 is J23. This is screen 4, screen 5, screen 6. Okay, so you're basically going to turn this into a giant math puzzle. Math note's going to say A17. This is going to mean ammo. A for ammo. You have to get your buster energy down to 17. Okay? And then you go here. J23. That's going to mean you have to jump over a Met 23 times before an astrogate goes to the next room. And then 99 BK. This means you have to eat 99 Burger King sandwiches so you can shit your pants to get to the next screen. Then it's going to say 34 KK. It's going to be a disaster.
That's what you're saying. The Apple can already do that, and you cannot do nothing. You can already do that. Like Xbox will not change anything. You can lie to you.
So he'll make this with shadows then. It's called balance. That's why I'm at a 4, Meka. That's why I'm at a 4. I think this would, when it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's awful. I can't believe this is a question. It's really nice. Honestly, I love the controversy and the potential behind this whole forum. So I'm going to put all memes aside and just professionally and calmly say how good this is for the health and the greater good of the game, to get people's feedback, to see where the majority lies. These are some topics that we've talked about on this channel for years, literal years. It is. The voting system, the UI, text boxes, like these have all been like memes, or we've been talking about them or discussing them. The fact that the community or the heads of the game are now like, all right, the floor is yours. Tell us what you think. Oh my God. Are you in favor of adding double gear for the player into the game? It would most likely be a main feature, and power gear would potentially be split into multiple updates, like 1 to 3 weapons and then 4 to 6 weapons. Double gear is really sick. It's really sick. So this isn't speed gear. This is just double gear, right? I know a lot of people want this. I haven't really thought about it enough. Doubles both? Oh, so it would be speed. Oh my God, it would be speed gear and power gear. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I just for some reason thought it was power gear. Yeah. So you get both. Holy fuck. Imagine 3-shotting bosses with power gear. Yeah, of course. I'm more worried about speed gear. Speed gear in tandem with time effect weapons is really nuts. Yeah, exactly. Time slow 2.0, and you stack that or use it in tandem with fast or slow weapons. Makes for some really crazy gameplay. I can't say no to this, dude. But I'm also not a try-hard Giga Chad power gear. Like, there's so many people that don't sleep at night because this is what they think about. I know for a fact over the years, people have such a boner and hard-on for this. They're just saying they will focus on like a certain amount of weapons each update. It'll be split into multiple updates, so they'll get a few weapons with power gear support for one update, and then a few more weapons. Oh, didn't you see? Yeah, wait. I want to show you the examples. Here we go. So, for example, so block dropper, it drops a fucking stack. It's nuts. And something like oh my god, power gear's the nuts. Here, check this. Imagine the full screen Tundra AoE. So this is normal ass. So instead of having it just be a pillar of ice, it's the whole fucking screen. It's a screen nuke. So that's the original. So it's just a line. Then power gear. Power gear's fucking cracked. Yes, correct. Recoding every weapon and having it be like a pseudo charge up, and it fucking destroys everything. But again, it's both. Meka said it's not just power gear. It's not just speed gear. So you get double gear. You get the time slow 2.0 plus the crazy cracked charge shots or power buff versions. So you get both. It's guys, listen. It's the direction we're gonna be heading. It's unavoidable. Okay. Yeah, true. I agree. This is endgame. I don't think it needs to be the focus right now. If you fast forward 5-10 years from now, wait, where did it say it? Once all content from classic games are added, then yeah, there's really nothing else that you would want to add except it's coming at some point, I'm sure. So yeah, it's fine. Easy 7. And speed gear's the nuts, bro. So here's an example for speed gear. In Mega Man 11, Tundra Man, just for an example, this is a crunch don. This is a skull. This is his hammer. Okay. In Mega Man 11, this guy jumps. So he like hops. Like this. Okay. In Mega Man 11, you would use speed gear, and you can slide under him as he's hopping. So imagine Big Eyes. You know how Big Eyes have small hops and big hops? Imagine a Mega Man maker. Instead of waiting for the big eye, the big hop, you just use your slow and you go under a small slide every single time. Yeah, like time slow 2.0, like Luigi said. But you have technically more control of it because you can turn it on and off at will, as long as you don't like burn yourself out. That's what my initial concern was. Once you start stacking fast weapons with slow weapons or slow weapons with slow weapons, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. It's gonna make the pace of the game. So imagine magnetic coil gameplay. Fucking 5 Speedman tech, where you're going Mach Chick in one frame, and the next frame it's like a turtle. The game will almost be unplayable. So that's why you have to really be careful. Did they do this slide here? Right here, this one? Look how sexy. Yeah, it's right here. It's so sexy. This gets me excited, but I'm also like, casually speak. This is why this is so hard for me. Casually speaking, I want this. Like, I need this. Challenge speaking, it's fucking terrifying. But I want to be able to do this. So this is Power, watch. Oh my god, pile driver would be cracked. So imagine if this crunch down was a big eye. Having full control over time slow when you need it sounds so OP. So now he's gonna time slow just for speed here for a second, just to get under this crunch down and move. Correct. It's fucking sick. All right, I'm sold. Do you think the 2 gears should be added at the same time, or they can be in different updates? Yeah, I think. Yeah. Not only bugs, but I want to digest it, right? I don't want to eat an ice cream cone. This is an ice cream cone. So I love paint, okay? Paint's the nuts. This is an ice cream cone, and you have half chocolate and half vanilla swirl, okay? When you bite into this chocolate, when you bite a normal ass cone, what do you taste? You taste the chocolate because it's overpowering the vanilla, right? You can't appreciate the vanilla because the chocolate's there. I want to digest all this content, so give me the vanilla cone, then give me the chocolate cone, and then yeah. Man. How much are you for adding optional hard mode patterns for Mega Man 10 bosses? Challenge-wise, insta-no. Casually speaking, see, this is how I've been answering this whole thing. You have to understand, I'm on a mission, bro. My career, my dream, my goal, my passion, reason I wake up every morning is to play and beat this game. You want to make it harder on me? Are you nuts? Meka, I know that. Can I finish? From a challenge standpoint, insta-no. For the casual greater good of the game, it's probably a yes, because honestly, some boss patterns are more rewarding in 10. So here's an example. Let's just go here quick. Let's pretend this is
a dick.
Let's pretend this is Pump Man. I don't know if you even know this. So this is Pump Man in Mega Man 10. When he shoots, all of his balls go in a different direction. In Mega Man 10 hard mode, he actually throws his helmet, his head faucet pump at you, and it like boomerangs out. So attacks like that we would have now, which is really fucking sick. So I do think I like this, yeah. I'm just trying to think if it's just specific to Mega Man 10, because that's an insta yes. This is another way to reword this is, how much are you for having the purest Mega Man 10 animations? So yeah, this was in the original game, so we want it in Maker, even if it's harder. Well, that would be hard because then you'd be creating new stuff.
All the classic games are ported?
Yeah, after all the classic stuff is done, then sure, you can make Cutman throw 37 cutters at you, which you'll never find in Mega Man 1. But in 2032, when we have nothing left to add, you can give Cutman this attack, who puts a rolling cutter shield on, you know. If we do hard mode patterns in 10, should there be a telegraph to inform the player that hard mode is on? That's just more quality of life, right? Like, especially you have to consider new players who, they just installed Mega Man Maker. They've never played Mega Man 10. They just fought a Pump Man. They didn't see them get hit with the faucet or his pump head. And then all of a sudden, they get a 1 HP Pump Man, and they're like, oh, I know this pattern. And then they get wrecked by the faucet throw. They're fucking done. So this is just quality of life. Telegraph is more information. More information is good. Do you think Mega Man 11 bosses should have an option to disable their double gear phase? Okay, so this is such a two-sided fucking question. No, because in Mega Man 11, they always have their double gear phase. That's what makes the boss the boss. They have like their enrage phase. But more options, more changes to the game makes it more accessible or more easy. So doing this does more good than harm, but it takes away from the purist vibe. But it also makes it easier and more accessible. I'm leaning yes here. Again, I'm only filling this out once, okay? So I want to make sure I'm happy with all my answers. So far, they're all pretty easy. Some of them are super controversial. That's a very good point. Multiple fight arenas where if you want Blast Man the entire fight to throw his array of small bombs and rain on the player, if you accidentally enrage him with Rain Flush, well, guess what? Now he's only throwing big balls, and it's gonna fuck with the fight. So giving more options is good, but not as much options like letting an enemy drop a key or giving Nav Melt text boxes. Okay, let's stay in line here. How much are you for updating old assets with new ones? Like different... Oh, 100%. This is the nuts. This is what they already started doing with 1.10. Give bunnies different colors. Give wall blasters different speeds. Give conveyors more speeds. This is... Yep, correct. People are already doing it with text edits. I love this. I absolutely love this. What do you think of being able to choose different attack patterns for bosses? Guys, let's rewind to the same time I said this an hour ago, to where Mega Man is Mega Man. People play this game because they're familiar with Mega Man. And if they fight Cutman, but he starts wall climbing, you're going to have a stroke. Okay? It's kind of what it means, okay? Right. So do you want a Gutsman that just ground pounds and not throws rocks? Or do you want a Gutsman that just throws rocks? Or do you want the normal ass Gutsman who just does what he's supposed to do? It would say that though, JDE. We went from Mega Man 10, now a Mega Man 11. So that's why I initially thought this, but I think it would specify. This to me sounds like all bosses. If it was for Mega Man 10, it should say that. So if this is for everything, it's an insta one. Yeah. Choose attack patterns. No, guys, bosses are bosses in Mega Man. This is Ring Man, and he's Ring Man because he throws a ring. He fucking jumps in the air. He throws a ring. Okay, this is what makes Ring Man, his attack pattern. Toad Man? Imagine if you could change Toad Man so he just rains, and then rains, and then rains, and then rains, or just jumps. That's a disaster. You never touch boss patterns. They are boss patterns for a reason. That's craziness. I'm not overthinking it. Bro, this is such a loaded question. What do you think of being able to choose different attack patterns for bosses? This is like saying, do you want your Ferrari to act like a Hummer? Do you want your station wagon to drive like a tractor trailer? No, I don't. A tractor trailer is a tractor trailer with tractor trailer statistics. I don't need a Corvette engine in my tractor trailer because then it's not a tractor trailer, it's a Corvette. This is crazy. Okay? And it's my job to overthink. Even though I will say, I did say multiple times on this stream, I would love a Doc Robot Master. Scary Doc Robot Master sprite. But then you pick, this is Leaf Shield. So you're fighting a Doc Robot, but guess what? It's Woodman, and it has Woodman patterns. Or it's not Woodman, it's Atomic Fire, so it's Heatman pattern. I think a Doc Robot would be amazing for this game. And then you just select which boss you want the weakness to be, or what boss you want them to mimic. I know there's some problems with that because of animations and stuff. Like, not all Doc Robots can swim or do a horizontal attack or do like a air dive, or so I know there's limitations, but I think Doc Robots and selecting a pre-existing Mega Man boss and giving them their pattern is the nuts. We need Doc Robots in this game, and I don't know how you would do it without limitations or restrictions. So that's all I'm going to say on that. It means for bosses which have different ones, do you want them to be selectable? Not meaning do you want Snake Man to be like Splash Woman. Yeah, that might do it. Yeah, if they're different sprites or something. If you're fighting crack cocaine Quickman versus regular Quickman, you would want to know instead of when you get hit by something randomly in the middle of the fight. At the end of the day, though, bosses are bosses and have certain patterns for a reason. I think even tampering with that is a nightmare. What do you think of being able to choose different official skins for bosses with no alteration in gameplay? This only applies to bosses that have some presence in the official Mega Man media or beta designs. For example, Honey Woman, Hornet Woman, Ocean Man, Splash Man. Oh, Jesus. I think it's cute, but let me remind you, we don't have Snake Man and Airman, and, you know, we gotta... This is not a priority. The fact that this question is here, and we already talked about Mega Man DOS... Like, this is fucking mental. This is mental. This is a question you ask when it's 2037 and there's nothing else that you think of. Should those skins be an option for the level creator or just an option for the... No, next. What do you think of us making new original skins for bosses that are exclusive to Mega Man Maker? Something like a gender swap? Woman? Are you fucking mental? Guys, no one loves women more than me. I love women. I love everything about women. And I'm all about the trans shit. But, like, guys, the game's called Mega Man. You kill Cut Man. You kill Guts Man. Again, I'm not being sexist, but let's fucking calm down with this shit, okay? Snake Woman shoots out of her titties. Yeah, I'm okay. All right. Splash Man and Hard Woman. Splash Man and Hard Woman. You wait, Stone Woman though? Wait. Oh wait. No alteration in gameplay. Original Stone Woman skin? Wait, this has a chance for Stone Woman. All right, let's be real here. What's your opinion on unlockables that don't impact level creation? Optional cosmetics. This is a loaded question. I think unlockables fall in the same category as achievements. What do you mean unlockable? Play 10 levels and get access to something? Give Meka and Luigi $4.95 to unlock something? Beat 10 level. What does unlock mean? Icons? Whatever, just unlockable? I need an example. My brain stopped. Sorry, do it again. Oh, like an avatar. Like the icon? Okay, yeah. Mouse color, HUD options. I like all that stuff. I think that would be cool. It gives more personality. Animated profile icons. Little hats for... Oh, Jesus Christ. We're talking about putting hats on a cursor. We don't even have snake red there, man. This is crazy. Oh, my God. Point-in hats. Is this really on my screen right now? Is this really on my screen? Little cosmetic hats for your cursor? Guys, Meka, Luigi, who did this? Who is doing this? This is as cute as it is. Now, I know, Meka, it's an example, but this example is crazy. I want a little construction hat that shows you beat 10 levels on a Tuesday. This is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I only have one because of whatever reason, but I think everyone should have access to a special profile icon. I just don't want people to be able to upload their favorite anime weeb girl to it, so they have to unlock it. I do think that's cool, yeah. This we're going to pretend we didn't see, and character palettes, changing the default color of a character when no weapon is equipped. I know these are just examples. Like, I love the idea of personable unlockables, which gives people more personalization and customization. But I think this is a disaster on a character. What's the reason Mega Man's green when he's not blue? It's because he has a weapon equipped, like Leaf Shield. This is a disaster. Or instead of light blue, you get dark blue. Or Roll has a pair of jeans. No. We're getting crazy here. Are there any unlockables you want to see? No hats. I don't need fucking hats. That's not an unlockable? Why? If it comes out on Christmas and you give us a Christmas theme, why can't I unlock it and use it in non-Christmas? If you give Mega Man a Christmas hat unlockable, why can't I wear it not on Christmas? But sure. Everything could be an unlockable. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see this. This is an Insta 7. I'm not even thinking twice. I was going to mention something about achievements up here, but... Oh my god, achievements. Even though I've been confidently answering all of these, this is the fastest, easiest 7 of the day. Yeah. There's no downside. It's incentive. Why wouldn't you want to incentivize the player to play your game? I'm just trying to think of unlockables. I mean, they're cute. Avatars... Music alts, icons, or like icons that replace stars. It's like instead of you beat a level, you get a scar, you get like a penis or a Sonic ring. Or Stone Man smiley face. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, menu themes. The default's the Mega Man one, but you also get a roll theme that has like Proto Man base theme. Yeah. Oh, yo. Dude, I swear, if we got an Eddie theme, if we get any Eddie unlockable before actual Eddie, I'm uninstalling. Classic Mega Man didn't have achievements. It's true. However, excuse me. It's May 25th, 2025. And even though this game came out in 1987, there are achievements that aren't official Capcom. But imagine completing Iceman stage without losing a life, pausing, or using Magnet Beam. Like, achievements are just good. There's no downside. It's incentive. True. Yeah, of course. No, that's true, of course. No, that's actually and that is official. Now I'm going to show this off. So if we go down to my achievements and we go to Mega Man 10 achievements, which are official achievements. Clear the game without getting damaged. 0.8% people. It's actually not hard. You can kind of cheese it. You would do the first Robot Master, like flawless, no damage, and then save it. Save the game. And then when you do the next boss, if you take damage, you reload your save. So it's only hard until you get to Wily Castle. Because you have to do the whole castle without getting damaged. You can't. But yeah. Achievements are the Stone Cold Giganuts. I'm just trying to think of any other unlockables. I hate skins. I hate palettes. But stuff that's like HUD related, HUD icons and stuff, yeah, that's all cute. Pointing hats. Oh, Jesus. If you put a hat... If you put a hat on an arrow, is it even an arrow anymore? So I put a Met hat on my... Oh, you're saying like this. So this is my Met helmet on my hat. So it's still a pointer. God damn it. Mecha's like, hey Marino, you don't have to submit this now. You can check tomorrow and see if pointing hats grow on you overnight. What's your opinion of unlockable content that doesn't impact level creation tied to some achievements? It's true. What are some long-standing issues in the game that need to be addressed? Holy shit, you're asking me this? I'm just gonna hit it right in the heart. Quality of life is lowercase. Bro, listen. When people read this, they're gonna know, okay? Levels that can't... be in current patch. I don't want to play a 300 screen Metroidvania just to find out at the end there's an interaction that wasted me 3 hours. I mean, if again, I'm trying to professionally, responsibly answer this, and the same stuff that's been coming up for years now are achievements, voting system, the menus, web mecha support, and that's basically it, man. All right, I don't want to go overboard. Do you think we
Now I have a
shoot?
current you don't have to wait jumpers on check that like report you don't know ever check report card or like card report or that's even if not like right?
So the players is moderating the report to see if it got accepted or approved. So report status. Reported level status. I submitted.
I am far from the mic, Luigi, okay? It's very hard. And every time I'm speaking like this, I am like almost kissing Marino. It doesn't feel
Ooh,
right. It's
go
very,
ahead.
it's kind of gay, okay? But yeah, like I'm speaking the good fight here. Like, for example, he was complaining about broken levels and stuff. I was like, dude, there is no way for the dev team to moderate what is a broken level. Like, someone has to play the level and be frustrated with it. And just because Marino is the person that plays the most, by definition, he will be the person most frustrated with it. But just that's it. That's just the nature of it. So instead of complaining about broken levels, maybe some way to, instead of checking on Discord, like being JDE, being chomping about it, like, okay, maybe there is a way in game or in web mecha for him to see, I did report this level, it was reported like 3 days ago and nobody checked on it. So you have extra metadata on top.
Yeah, I do have. When JDE was here, I gave him his own mic, and I was going to set it up for Wolfo too, so we can be speaking at the same time. The problem is sometimes I overpower and it clips into his mic, or sometimes it's too low. So because we're sitting close and there's two mics, it's not that easy. But yes, in the future, I'll maybe get a headset for my guests or something, because their voices do matter. Smiley face. But yeah, Wolfo would have to sit on my lap to talk to you.
Yeah.
So you see these? These are levels I reported over the last like 2 or 3 days. I'm not expecting levels to get instantly removed like in the hour I submit them. But sometimes they fall through the cracks, you know? And it would, and like Wolfo said, maybe it would be nice to find out just the status. So
That's already pretty good.
it's true. Is this okay to a way to word it? Player reporting level status. Long-standing issues. Lack of reverse gravity. Do you think we should have at least one fortress boss from now one and oh, should this say from now on? There's a typo. I love typos. Do you think we should have at least one fortress boss from now on in each update? How is not everyone going to click 7? I mean, I'm okay with it. We need fortress bosses, period. We need mini bosses and fortress bosses. I don't care the duration or how long it takes to come out. We need them, period. So easy 7. Minimum is at least 1. You're right. Let's not be great. Anyone that picks 3 is greedy and doesn't understand how many bosses and stuff there are. Yeah, I think 1 is fine. So, missing bosses, number 1 most important thing. Alongside weapons and enemies. Okay? This is like from priority. Like Snake Man, Airman. We have fucking Airman plushie before Airman, okay? It's blasphemy. Missing bosses, enemies' weaknesses, mini bosses, fortress bosses. It's like I can keep going here. In terms of priority, they're up here on the list. It's true. It's true. At least 1. Yeah, that's such a great idea. Like Square Machine. You're not gonna get Square Machine and at 10 a memo or whatever. Megaman 8 at 10 a memo. How do you spell him? This guy. Yeah. Imagine getting this fucking boss, dude. Oh my god. This would be so absurd to get this boss. Oh my god. Oh, but don't worry. He'll drop a blue key, and then you have to open the blue door and go to the second phase of this fight, which has 8 of them. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Oh, I think I just closed the thing. It does? I almost had a fucking stroke. We're gonna re-rant all of these again. Honestly, if I lost all my information, I would just go right to the little hats on point tins, click yes, and close and send. What, that's all we need are hats on our cursors. Jesus Christ. Do you feel overwhelmed with how many interactions there were for assets we made in 1.9? For you, it's a yes?
I don't play you guys know that I don't play the game at all other than the leagues, and for me to don't play the game every single day, like now it's a lot. Like I don't have enough in me to keep up with the game updates. Like a lot of stuff.
That's fair because
Water, fog, small guy, explosion, boss, styles that I have so I fly, like waterfalls would go over.
yeah. So like Wolfo is saying here, you have a fire enemy, but then you have a water enemy, then you have an ice enemy, and depending on if you shoot it with an acid weapon or a fire weapon or whatever, like that's what makes Mega Man Maker Mega Man Maker. There are literally millions of interactions. They can add one enemy, one weapon, one object, and by adding one thing, it spawns millions of interactions in the game. And I can see how it would overwhelm everybody. Like for me personally, I don't think it's too much, but at the same time, I like the idea of smaller, more frequent updates instead of once a year massive content dumps, because I want to enjoy and soak up and digest the content that they're giving me. I want to eat a blueberry muffin and only the blueberry muffin. I don't want to be thinking about a double chocolate chip muffin and a pecan muffin and a peach muffin. Let me enjoy the blueberry muffin, okay? So I'm just trying to think because they said in 1.9. 1.9 was like decorations, which don't really have that many interactions. But all the stuff that actually interacts, like changes how stuff works, I can see it being overwhelming, yeah. Yeah, he means click 7. You literally don't know how fans work. You were overwhelmed what boxes do. Listen.
The game already has.
It's true. Yeah. If I'm still overwhelmed and I feel like I obviously don't know everything. I'm not going to sit here and say I do.
But you already tried to play the game.
I'm the guy who plays the game the most, and I still am learning every single day. New. Yeah.
Like, I always tell myself, but I know that and I still get like surprised of nowhere.
I know it's talking 1.9 assets, Meka, but I'm just trying to think of what that consists of. It can, like, decorations aren't much, but then you have like let me refresh my memory. Plushies? Adding one plushie adds infinite interactions. So just because of plushies, you can instantly say overwhelming. One new plushie does so much to the game, it's not even funny. Well, again, I'm trying to look for non-plushies. Because I'm trying to answer that question without plushies being involved. Oh, layers. Holy fuck. I still don't even know how the layers and the menus work. Yeah. 1.9 added so many things from different realms. Plushie interactions, layering interactions, the flasks. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wolfo's asking me what flasks are. Yeah, they're these, the acid, fire, and ice. The water crystals, like that lower and raise when you shoot them. Yep.
Yeah.
Adding all of this plus layers plus plushies, it's a whole new game.
I would say only one of these things you're raising now.
This acid barrier was added with a lot of interactions and you were overwhelmed, etc. Yeah, burst water, plushies, layers. It's still a 7 for me. It's like a kid on Christmas. You go to your tree on Christmas morning and you open up your construction truck and your race car and your pajamas and your CDs and your videos and your movies and your figurines, and you can't enjoy one thing when you're overwhelmed by the other 72 things in the game. Just let me play with my G.I. Joes, and then I'll watch the G.I. Joe movie and maybe read the G.I. Joe book. Probably because he pinged me directly and said @Marino. I'm going to do it off stream. I don't want to look at it on stream. No dick pics, Luigi. We talked about this. Okay. I'm gonna make this real easy for everybody. I'm gonna make this real easy for everybody. Check this out. Check this out. My computer's lagging so hard I have 1,000 things open. Okay. All memes aside, decorations are their own thing. These are layers, okay? You don't interact with most of this. It's just visually there. It's on layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. This in itself, layering it could be overwhelming, but we're not even going to categorize that. How does this ice weapon work when you hit this enemy or this enemy or this enemy? They all do different things. All of these, and especially these enemies, they all work in different ways. You have to learn that this owl can produce light when it shoots fire. You have to learn that these bounce balls can be moved with like Mega Man's head and be pushed around. You have to learn that these things spawn shit and you can drop in between them. You have to learn that there's just fucking fake things now. You have to learn that these guys can turn you black. If you're randomly black and you don't know why, it's because you got shot with ink. You have to learn that when these guys suck on you for 10 minutes, you can't press or play the game. You have to learn that when zombies spawn out of a coffin, you can slide through the coffin without taking damage, and you only take damage once this thing survives, okay? So yes, these are all, fundamental enemies, but they're all happening at once. In tandem with a telltale? Bro, a telltale? Shoot this telltale with fire. It does something then different than if you shoot it with fucking acid, or if you shoot it with, like, the telltale in itself. Like, I wish Chambi was here. He'd back me up on this. Telltale is nuts. And now you have more layering issues. Pretend the decorations were on screen. These are rails that you can ride with oil. These are the decorations you can ride with. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saving the best for last. We didn't even get to the gimmicks yet. But even the enemies are overwhelming, okay? And then you have to decide what layer this is on and what weapons can work with it. These things, they can get snowed on or turn invisible. Invisible floors. Walking bombs, do they work fast? Do they work slow? You can heal when you stand in these. Some people might not know that. Gates. When you step on a gate and they start going, you have to be in a certain spot of the gate for it to move. How these blast wires different from these blast wires. How all 37 plushies are unique amongst themselves. I can go on and on. Okay, on. How these burst walls work with and without burst man. How many phases fuse man has and what happens when you have multiple fuse men. This is overwhelming as fuck. The answer is a 7, and we're done here. But again, overwhelming is good and bad. If you're a kid on Christmas, don't you want 72 gifts? Don't you want to be swimming in all the new shit? Don't you want, like, you want the 6-inch G.I. Joe, the 42-inch G.I. Joe. You want the replica guns. You want the outfits. You want the grenades. You want all the goodies. But what about the muffin? I just want to taste the blueberry muffin. That's what I'm saying. The question is, do you feel overwhelmed with how many interactions there were? And I'm still learning about plushie interactions, so it's too much. It's too much. Telltales, layers. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm ranting. We're done here. Do you feel overwhelmed with the amount of options on recent assets we made, or do you think the more options, the better? Here you go, Meka. You want to talk about black and white? This is the easiest, most confident, gray-ass answer I will ever give you. this is a double-sided question. Some people out there can eat 12 pudding packs in one sitting. There's some people out there who can't even spell pudding pack. You know what I mean? There's people who don't know how to eat pudding. There's some people that will eat all the pudding. Easy for. Are you satisfied with the current state of... Wait, I knew... I knew I was missing something. I gotta put this first. Wait, where is it? Is this the... No. There's, Yeah. Where is it? Oh my god. How did I not think of this? I'm embarrassed. Oh my god. Okay. This is funny. This is funny. If not, what do you think our best approach should be? Note that we cannot update levels without the permission of the original creator. If a level doesn't meet the target quality standards and we can't obtain the creator's permission, we can only keep it as is or remove it entirely. Well, that's the same thing, Mario. Like, I love this game, and it's fun to be overwhelmed with all the new... That's what makes the game fun. When Airman Plushie comes out in 1.10... the first thing I'm going to do is melt my brain trying to see what enemies, bosses, weapons, and gimmicks it works with, because that's the whole point of having fun. It's very overwhelming, but it's fun to learn all the shit, but it's still overwhelming. I think I already gave my opinion on what this should be. No, not NRS. I sent Meka a while ago. I'm gonna dig through my DMs. It shouldn't be that far behind. I actually already made a mock of this. Here. I'm so glad I kept this. This is the nuts right here. This is the strat. This is the answer. Confident. Okay, this is what you do. Example levels. You go to examples. Do you want to play examples from this patch or this patch? Or do you just want to play the brand new, includes everything, Stone Cold Giga Nuts example levels? There's 50 example levels, which show the most modern, best, newest, coolest, craziest levels in the game, which is what you can make now. Or do you want to just check out 10 or 20 levels in 1.8? Maybe 10 good examples. Guys, I play 1.0 every day. There's some good ass 1.0 levels, okay? Like, I can find you 10 god tier levels from any update, and they should be represented and shown. Not everyone is a historian, and not everyone cares about the growth of this game or how it was or is or used to be. But, like, I think for the quality as a whole for the game, you can't appreciate a good level without a shit level. So giving people the little Timmy Cutman click and drag 1.0, and then the Time Man spam, and then the Astrogate spam, and then the fucking mini 1.5 boss rush multi spam, you see the growth of the game over time. With this? Yeah, true. Wolfo was saying people that don't check the Discord, don't check the updates. The fastest, easiest, most convenient way for them to see all the new coolest shit in Mega Man Maker is this. Say that into the mic. Let them hear you.
Like, for example, I just said that I don't play all that much, so whenever I go back to the game, I'm fucked. So I could just open the new examples, and then, okay, I don't need to watch videos. I could just play the game a little bit and see how the new things work out, how they interact. That's it.
Yeah. People that never play this game or haven't played it since 1.6, load up an example, and they're like, oh, there's an Airman plushie example. There's an Electman plushie example. And it's just a good ass level that represents an example of the current state of the game. This isn't like Folder. I don't know. I'm not trying, guys, it's not my job to say how this is going to work, but I've talked about this with Sasha. I've talked about this. I mean, I've been ranting about this for years now. There's a reason I just pulled the screenshot out of my ass, okay? I didn't just make this. But again, I don't know how it's going to work. It's not my job to decide how filters or shit's going to be broken down. All I know is, as Woofo said, the newest, latest, and greatest should be on the front and have a plentiful amount of levels. It's true. Yo, Aquatic Ruins? Yeah. Here's the last thing I'm going to say before we move on. The word example, what it means in its core, is a representation of your experience. The example levels in Mega Man Maker do not give you an example of Mega Man Maker. I know that sounds like might sound stupid, but like if you want to give someone an example of a pizza, you might give them a Hot Pocket, which is, you know, a fucking Hot Pocket, a pizza in a little pocket. If you give them a blueberry muffin, they can't relate that to a fucking pizza. It's night and day. So yes, the example levels we have do not reflect the game's potential enough. And the example levels shoot themselves in the foot and make the game look worse. And it shines on stuff that it's... No, we're done here. When you open up the builder at the release of each update and start playing with the new assets, do you genuinely feel like you understand what all the options on the assets actually affect? Yeah, I mean, honestly, when you click on an enemy and you have a number, a wheel, speed arrows, you can pretty fast determine what that is, right? Like if this is an enemy and you open up, there's 3 boxes next to it. One box is a number, one box are speed arrows, and the other box is like rising and lowering. So if this is an enemy that shoots 7 directions or whatever, it's either how many times it shoots, or how often or what timing they interval, how fast they go, or how low or high. Like, so on average, I would say all that stuff's pretty straightforward. So I would say they do a good job of doing that. And here's the thing. Yeah, look. So again, this is me, somebody who's played Mega Man 7, and I know how Cloudman works, and I know how Telltales work. What is there not to know here? Like, you see rain, snow, sun, wind, or nothing. I agree, maybe not all of it. Okay, fine. Fuck this question, okay? This is, like, have you played Mega Man before? Do you know where this guy comes from? Do you know what it does? If somebody has never played Mega Man 7, they have no idea what a Telltale is, they have no idea what it interacts with, this could be confusing as fuck. And what about fuck around and find out? Should everything be laid out in front of you, or... Yeah, oh yeah. Lasers, conveyors. So maybe I shouldn't be going to the most extreme option. Okay, so something like this. This is what the average shit looks like, you know? It's feet or no feet, speed, which this icon is on so many enemies. The time and direction. This is clear cut. I'm sorry I picked the most complex shit in the game, but I'm just trying to give an example of the hardest thing to decode. And you're right, you caught me red-handed, Wolfo. I have no fucking idea what these do. I have no... Meka, what does this do? I have no idea. What does this box and arrow mean? Is it like full screen or per section? Leave the screen by default. Brutal. Or stay in place and can be shot again. So, oh yeah, So, yeah. Okay, I see. So when you hit it with freeze cracker and it changes, does it stay on screen and allow you to hit it multiple times, or does it just disappear? Oh. Guys, I'm playing on keyboard, first of all. How do you play on keyboard? Wait, they're doing the same thing. Or am I stupid? That's not normal? Meka? Okay, there we go. Alright, fuck Telltales. It's overwhelming. People don't know what they're looking at, okay? I don't make levels. In all seriousness, genuinely speaking, I would say 4 out of 5 times you understand what all of the ticks and notches and gadgets and gadgemos do. But some things are just so complex, like Wolfo said, you don't know what the fuck you're looking at. Like Meka saying, good luck finding an icon that stays on screen or goes, like, that's just hard. Yeah, 5 out of 7 times. I know what they are. An asset selection menus in the builder. Would you want a way to see which assets were newly added in the last update? Yes, why wouldn't you? Yeah. You go to new level, you click bosses, and this is so easy to do too. You'll hire me as a spriter. Not really, I'm too busy. So yeah, I get this little bam. There's a little gold star. Yo, Iceman's new. He's got a gold star. Yellow Devil's new. He's got a gold star. And it could even clip over the border a little bit. Cutman's old as fuck, so there's like a sad face. But no, I think this is a brilliant idea. Gutsman with the star. Yeah, I like it. And again, if you add Gutsman, and he's the only new boss in 1.0 in the update, all the bosses that are new should have a good-ass solid level in terms of example levels built right behind them in that screenshot I showed earlier. So when you go to the new example levels of the game, you actually play an example of what you're probably going to see a lot. I hate to tell you guys this, but when Gutsman's added to the game, in tandem with Impact Crash Lifts, we're going to get a resurgence of Gutsman remakes So if there's not an example level of a Gutsman remake, yeah. Yes, I think this is amazing. As we add new assets to the game, do you feel as though their implementation at the time of release is exemplary and something we can be proud of, or just good enough? Oh, wiki links, more information. Click the little image next to the thing and see the Marino no damage video, Kappa. Yeah. See the gifs, all the F7s. Wiki's the nuts. Who doesn't want more information or a house to learn more stuff, right? I'm trying to think about this. If you add new assets to the game, do you feel that they're exemplary or just meh? Some people might think like adding Gutsman is just like good enough. Like, oh, great, we got Gutsman. We needed Gutsman, but like that is so important. No, I'm trying to think of other examples though. Like, what would an example be of something that's just good enough they added? Like tiles, maybe? What are they asking? Yeah, like the Airman plushie. Oh, I mean, if it's asking that, then
Yeah.
It's fucking crispy clean, yeah. Yeah, it's just good, man. The devs know what they're doing. It does more things right than wrong. I would say 1 in 10 new additions have a funk to them, but they're always patched, and even still, they're 90% perfect. So yeah, I'm always very impressed with the quality of updates. What are some assets in the game that you really think we should look at again and rectify their issues? What would the issues be? No, I don't want them to fuck with Yoku's, because if they remove Yoku autocorrects, I'm fucked. Laser timings for sure. Okay. Unplayably is not a word? I am being specific. On average, lasers are irrelevant, or they're tighter than a dog's ass hair, which I don't even know what that means. Okay? I think at some point, somewhere, lasers got changed. Transitions don't count as assets, sadly. Fine, let me look at the goddamn name. Yeah, force beams. I don't know why I had to look that up. I knew they were force beams. Yep. Yeah, I'll show you. I have another one. Pile driver not being able to brake. What are these things called? Man, this is just a way for them to get all the bugs they don't know about from the public. You should be paying me for this, okay? What are these called? Mega Man 11 breakable blocks. Brick block, no. What are they called? Breakable block. They're called breakable blocks, but they don't break. No, you can't. You should be able to clear through a whole fucking row of these. They're called breakable blocks, but pile driver doesn't work. I'm just kind of looking at assets here and just trying to think without overthinking what kind of comes to mind. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. What are these called? Drop platforms. Oh my god, these fucking... Mega Man 3. I hope I have enough space here. Mega Man 3 drop platforms are too delicate and can be tripped further than they feel like they should be. I don't know how else to really reword this. Look at this. I mean, I just want to show you. Like, I'm not even near it. And it's literally triggering. I die to this all the time. How many? Do you see how many pixels away that is? Don't yell, but by the way, Luigi Mecha, please. This is exactly why we have it, so we can use it in good ways. I'm not abusing anything, so fucking calm down. So yeah, there are... I can't even count this. There are several pixels between where Mega Man is and when the sprite visually is. It's very deceiving, okay? It's very, very deceiving.
are active. On the closed one.
Right, but no, I see that. But when you initially interact with it, it's closed.
Yeah.
Which is why it's fucked. But sure, when on the masked open version, it's already too late because it's open. It wasn't opened when you interacted with it to begin with. True. I don't really have like too many of these, believe it or not. There's some stuff that... Oh. Meka's gonna kill me, but
Oh, true.
yeah. In caps lock. In Mega Man... In Mega Man 2, you can full jump over rabbits. I think they're rabbits. Yeah, I made a video for them. I should remember them all. I wonder if all caps helps, or maybe they just see some asshole screaming and they ignore it. Oh. When you cannot. Okay. I don't really have much more than that. I think this is a nice list. Unfortunately, all the shrimp in that level is my fault. Yeah. Oh! Wait. Wait. I'm so glad you mentioned that. Because it somehow reminded me of this. All right, I'm gonna do this just out of principle. Okay. All right, Woofo, I'm putting you on the spot. You have one try to jump on the ice cube and ride it. You have one try. Wait. Jump on the ice cube and ride it. Go further. You can stand on the top edge, I think, too. So from the top... Go ahead, try it again. This is how everyone uses them. This is how everyone uses them. Sure. The one time where I'm like, it needs to be just like the original game. The original game's fucked. Okay? There's no good, there's not a blink, there's not a sound. There is no visual or audio indicator that helps you. It feels blind and poke and hopey, but sure. The original game has it, so I stand corrected. Also, anything. I don't care if it's one white pixel that shoots out of the side. Yeah. Something. Here's my smiler. Did you guys see this smiler? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. I'm still writing it down, though, because I really think they should look at it again and rectify issues. It's 2025. Why don't you make it better than the game that came out in 1992 or whatever? Nah, it's not enough. It's not enough. If something makes a sound and then 10 minutes later something happens, that is not an audio cue. Yeah, he can shoosh me all he wants. If you're sitting in your house and you hear a car go by, you have an idea that the car just passed by you, right? If you hear the car sound, but then 10 minutes later you see the car pass, what are these shitters called? Ice block spawners. But yeah, this is the one time where I'm bitching about an original asset. Okay. Here's my thing. You can't even react. It happens as soon as it stops, but it goes for hours. Trying to find a frame to show this. Gotta make sure not to show off Mega Marino League gifts. I can't pause this, right? Where is that? How do I do that? Like, just drag it in here? All right, we're done here. It's fucking, it could be better. That's all I know. Okay, we're done here. Which level themes are in the greatest need of new asset support? Yeah, I trust me. I thought about insta doing it. I'm trying to be professional and responsible, okay? But yeah, it's true. There's not enough ice. I'm trying to be professional here. But yeah, okay. No, we have so much ice shit. We have so much water shit, air shit, flame shit. Turbo and nitro is interesting. We have enough electric shit. We have enough space shit. Earth and cave, we have enough of. Forest, we have enough of. Industrial, we have enough of. Chemical, we have enough of. Fortress, we have enough castle stuff. How many can I pick? We have enough funny stuff. This is the whole point of the game, though, is use what you have to make. You can make all these already with what we have. Bro, Mega Marino League, though? The ancient place Mega Marino League? Excuse me. Let's click. All right, I'm just going to pick those 5. You're right. I won't be able to sleep at night if I don't click this. It's true. How do you feel about the current ratio of regular enemy additions compared to mini bosses? Not enough oh. It's not black and white, he says. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Now that we officially added decorations, would you like to see more unique decorations? What beyond exists in the official game? Official stuff, please. And that doesn't mean fucking Mega Man DOS. Okay? And it doesn't mean HH Greg signs because that's custom and let's stay in our lane. Bro, we're gonna get everyone's clicking Mega Man DOS. Now that we have some decorations that you can use parallax in front of the player, do you want the object to force parallax on far backgrounds? I mean, parallax is the nuts. Do you think we should add a simple mode for newcomers? This question is for the builder part. Simple mode would reduce the complexity of the editor and hide some assets to make the game less overwhelming. The best way to swim is to get thrown into a pool. No? It's overwhelming, but how you gonna swim? You jump in and you fucking start flapping.
Die.
If you die. If you die.
Learn how to die on the first try.
It's true. You can't swim if you die by getting thrown in. So it's a sink or swim. If you sink. But that's a pool, not an ocean. I think it's cute. So what are you guys saying? Are you guys saying it would limit stuff? So you would just have, you'd have 3 backgrounds, 3 tiles, 3 enemies, 3 assets, just to get him used to placing stuff and layers. Say that.
I should really get the mic, guys. But yeah, so what I was saying is maybe instead of adding simple mode, like the game already has a tutorial. I kind of see that every month because I reinstall my game. So maybe expand on the tutorial, like make it a little bit more comprehensive or more long a little bit. Not sure.
At the end of the day, we're trying to, this is for newcomers, we're trying to make it more inviting and more accessible. There's no downside to this. Right? There's no downside to this? Question mark?
Like there's no downside. Yeah,
There's no downside. Yeah.
Like players, slave users.
It's true. If we were to add simple mode, how many total modes do you think we should have? Advanced mode is with all features. Treat it like 1.9 is already in advanced mode, but we add more complex features for the mode down the line. Each mode would gradually unlock more complexities of the game, like assets, object options. Don't worry too much about the exact name, they're examples. So, like, you're not going to want to teach people about burst water layering because that's super fancy Mega Marino League technology that you guys aren't ready for. No spoilers. But most people don't even know that you can do that. And that should be on page 10 of the manual instead of page 1 since they need to learn how to place a tile first. Oh, sorry. Survey. I don't think you need a million modes. You have Brain Dead Baby Never Played mode. You have Experienced Maker mode. And then you have Giga Nuts I Know All the Interactions mode. So I think 3. I don't think you need more than 3. You have Simple is for beginners. Normal is for experienced. Advanced is for the scientists. I think I do as well. It's definitely one of these two.
Yeah. Either like don't die or okay, good, or.
But there are like so many advanced shit in this game.
Yeah, but.
Yeah.
It's not mandatory to ask stuff, all file track, like put that in there.
Yeah.
But I agree with your job.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you have, in a vacuum, you have creators who'd never created, creators who've dabbled, and creators who were scientists. And that,
For real, simple.
3 different tutorials could be a thing too. Holy shit, there's 2 more pages. Do you think we communicate enough with you regarding updates progress? What do you think about the frequency we show new assets? Currently, we're showing a new asset once every month, smaller things and updates, other assets, quality of life stuff. Note that the more things we show during development, the fewer surprises there will be. You're sharing too much. No, you're definitely not sharing too much. Easy 4. Right in the middle. I think you're showing just fine. You're not showing too much. You're not showing enough. It's right in the middle. It's fine. Yo, what up, JJ? Do you think we should post more YouTube content? Can be shorts, gameplay tutorials, level of the week, music. I mean, now you're competing with my paycheck, okay? Hire Marino to do it. That's what Wolfo said. You're competing with my paycheck. But yes, of course. This is a community game after all. The more people that make content and post stuff. But the official Mega Man Maker team posting, 1,000,000%. It brings hype. It shows responsibility. It shows the devs are active and engaging. There's no downside to this. It is more work. It's true. Community spotlight, maybe. I just think, like when official Mega Man Maker posted a new level contest, that was amazing. When they post trailers, like anything that's from official, I love it. What kind of videos would you like to see? Level of the week could be something, have a community propose a level to show off on our YouTube with some restrictions. Doesn't have to be of the week, can be a bigger cap.
First one is just you.
Guys, I didn't say anything, okay? Wolfo is trying to say no, I'm not conceited, okay?
But it's true.
Update showcases where we show several features at once. Videos that showcase existing assets so you can do cool stuff. Level of the week. I don't think level of the week does anything, but I think updates that show features are important, and videos showcasing stuff is important. Yeah, I'm gonna do one for each. This is good. If you've checked other idea in previous, tell us. Marino educational tutorials. That guy makes solid content and educates many people. He also works extremely hard and ensures all information provided is accurate and true. I know you'd be making your own, but if you're making tutorials, you're stepping on my toes, and then I'm pissed, okay?
You're not.
Yeah, you're not hiring me, and you're not stealing my content, okay? But fine, no other. I don't want to work with you anyway. Do you think generally we should be less secretive about the content or updates, or should we keep things as hidden as they are now? I think it's 4. I don't want to overthink this. I think you want to be open and public to build hype, but you also don't want to show all your cards and keep everything a secret. So this is a nice balance. You got to tease without spoiling, and that's a 4. Do you think we should do some kind of creative process streams where we code or do sprites that we accepted to show before? Oof. No. Do you think we should? Yes. More community-related events. Do you have anything you'd like to say to us? Keep up the great work to everyone. Genuinely? Oh boy. This game is the foundation of my entire life. And as something as silly as a video game, this is a very critical part of my day-to-day, and I only want what is best for the overall health of the game, and you guys are doing everything possible to make sure you are engaged and ensuring a thriving community. So thank you guys for all of your time and effort. Also, when is Stone Woman and Pointin' Hats? Question mark. GG. All right. I'm glad that took like fucking 4 hours or whatever, but it just goes to show you how important it is and how passionate I am on this. And it was nice to talk through it all. And I don't think any of my answers were lacking in thought or critique. I answered them as long as, like, if my heart wasn't an insta 1 or 7, then I had to think about it. And some stuff's controversial, some stuff is redundant, some stuff it went a little too deep on, but it's better to ask more questions than less. And that was a very overwhelming, but very much needed experience. So, yeah. I am going to end it here. My girlfriend and Wolfo's wife have been patiently waiting for us to nerd it out. So we got a bunch of skip list levels done. Wolfo beat some skip list levels. Marino beat some skip list levels. And we got to fill out a nice surprise of community stuff. And I'm really happy with all my responses. So I look forward to seeing Pointin' Hats and Stone Woman and DOS decorations, I guess, in 1.11. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, guys, thank you again. Shoutouts for the subs and bits and all that stuff. It might be on tomorrow, I guess. Should be on tomorrow. So I'll see you guys at some point. Enjoy the rest of your night. And just keep up the good work again. And thanks for being here. God damn it, dude.
Meka Marino. His name is Meka Marino.